Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. Today we're looking at creating a histogram from a list of data in Microsoft Excel. So we're going to create a chart that looks like the one that you're seeing on the screen. The way we're going to do this is we've got a whole series of delivery times. So this company is tracking delivery times. They've got 50 orders here. It could be hundreds, it doesn't matter. And they've tracked or recorded the delivery time for every one of those orders. But we want to create a histogram so that there is a column for every single one of these potential delivery time days. And to do this, we're going to use a pivot chart, but I promise you it is so easy. So what we're going to do first is grab this data because we don't want to have to add up how many 1-day deliveries there are, how many 2 days, how many 3 days, and chart it that way. We want Excel to do the work. So I've selected just my delivery times and I'm going over here to the Insert tab and I'm going to choose Pivot Chart. So let's just make sure we get Pivot Chart. And here, the only thing that we're worried about, because we've already selected our data, is that we want it on a new worksheet or an existing worksheet, wherever you like. So I want mine on a new worksheet. It's just a little bit easier. Let's click OK. And now we get the scary bit. It looks like this is going to be really, really tricky. But all we're worried about is this Pivot Charts Fields dialog. And what we're going to do is say yes to the delivery times because that's our data. And now we just have to put it in the places on the chart that we want it. So we're going to take this and we're going to drop it down into axis categories. So now we've got our 1 to 11 days, and that's correct. We did have some deliveries at 1 day, did have some deliveries at 11 days, but we didn't have total. This is a problem. We're getting some really weird numbers here. We don't want the sum of the delivery times. We want the count. In other words, how many 1-day delivery times were there, how many 2 days, how many 3 days, etc. So this is the problem here. So we've got the sum of values is the sum of delivery times. Well, that's incorrect. So we're going to click the drop down arrow and going to choose Value Field Settings. And in this dialog, we get to set what the summary is here. Now at the moment, as we said, it's sum. We don't want that to be sum. We want it to be the count. How many 1s, how many 2s, how many 3s, how many 4s, etc. I'll just click OK. And the chart has rearranged itself. And so now we've got this many. We've got 4 parcels were delivered within 1 day. 6 were delivered in 2 days. 13 were delivered in 3 days. That's our mode. That's the one with the highest frequency. Here's 4. So we had about 7 parcels of 4 days, and somewhere between 4 and 5 is our average. We know that because I actually have a calculation based on this data, and the average here was 4.28. So our average is in here, but all the way out till we've got 1 parcel delivered at 9 days, 1 at 10 and 1 at 11. So this is an easy way of getting a histogram for our delivery days. It's done using a pivot chart. They can be confusing, but seriously, if you just select your data before you make it, and then you're focused on dragging your delivery time into the axis category so that it appears along the bottom here, and making sure that you're counting, not summing, then you should be good to go. And of course, we don't want this total either, so we can just get rid of that legend. We don't need that. This is perfect for our histogram. Now the wonderful thing is that this is live, so if our delivery times, if we entered them incorrectly, say this parcel number 4 was incorrect and it should have been 11, let's just go and change it. Now we'll go back to our histogram. Now you can see it hasn't yet been updated, so just click in our data here somewhere, right click, and we're going to refresh it. In other words, go and check to make sure that this data reflects the delivery time data list that we had. Now it's updated. You'll find that there's 1 less 1-day delivery and there's 1 extra 11-day delivery, and our chart has been updated automatically. If you like carefully researched content like this, clearly presented in a step-by-step format so that you can get great results every time, then you'll love my other YouTube videos. So give this video a thumbs up and click to subscribe to the channel. And on the screen now, you'll see a video that I've handpicked for you to watch next.